Hey ladies, I want to have an open conversation with you. When I say open conversation with you, I want to be honest. I want to be honest. I want to tell you my truth, and I'm going to tell you what I've learned in my journey of finding my match. Welcome to my channel, Finding My Match. I want to tell you my story. So I found my match on Match.com. Yes, honest to God, back in 2010. I am now, 2010. It is now 2024. So that was 14 years ago. But finding my match is, I want this channel to be informational. And I want to say informational because I want you to learn how I found my match in my journey. But I don't want this to be a session, let's just say a nag session about men. Because honestly, half of the universe is filled with men. Half of us are women. Love is love. If you're looking for it, you'll find it. And if you're not looking for it, if you have all this negative energy, then you're going to find that too. But my journey has been a little different. My journey started from a terrible date on New Year's Eve. That's how my journey started. But I digress. The point of this channel is going to be to learn the ways to attract Mr. or Mrs. Right. Whether you're a woman, whether you're a man, whether you're seeking, whatever you're seeking. I'm only going to give you the perspective that I found to be true. I found my desires, what I wanted, and how I found it. How I wed. That's an interesting word. How I pushed through the weeds to find what I was looking for. And I'm going to help you guys to learn how to do the same. So come along with me on my journey. Here we go. How do we begin this journey? This journey begins by mindset. You can't go into anything with a terrible mindset. You have to think positive thoughts, okay? So I told you that my journey started with a terrible New Year's Eve date, all right? Somebody that was, everyone's different, right? I guess I should have known, but this is how you date, you weed through, right? And let me tell you, I, at the time, was divorced, and I had 3 children. I still have 3 children, but 3 younger children. And so I had to be very careful of who I brought into my life because the children, obviously, were first and foremost, right? So I had this date, and I started to realize just finding people randomly or running into them in my daily life wasn't going to work. It wasn't going to be what I needed to find someone that I wanted to spend time with. And actually at this time, I was in my 40s. I was not looking for anything serious. I was not looking for my match. I was just looking to spend time with someone, to enjoy their company. I was not looking for anything serious. But what ended up, it did end up being a serious relationship, right? But that's not what I wanted to do in the beginning. But what you need to do, you can't go into this with a crappy mindset. You have to think positive. And first of all, you have to think positive about yourself. You have to be in the right space. So number 1 is going to be in the right headspace, okay? When you are in the right headspace and you are positive things happen to you, okay? Now, we've all been there. We've all had hard times. Believe you me, I had some rock bottom times after my divorce. Financially, mentally, physically. But this is not about that. This is about how when you get your mindset in the right spot and you look for the person that you want to spend time with and you put that positive energy out there and you focus on what you want, not focus on where you are at now, you will end up there, all right? Now, obviously, there's no guarantees, but I'm just saying, people, you have to put the energy where it needs to go, okay? You have to do the things that need to be done to attract love or companionship into your life, okay? So number 1, you have the right mindset. Number 2, I want you to write it down. I want you to get a piece of paper out, get a pen. Maybe it's your favorite pen. And scroll what you want down. Write down. Maybe it's on the laptop. It doesn't have to be in your handwriting. I have terrible handwriting. When I did this, I actually did this on a computer. Okay? You can write a list of what you're looking for, what would make you happy. Now, I would say focus on emotional things. I mean, obviously, everyone's got a type. You could be like, I'm looking for this, I'm looking for that. My ideal mate has this and that physical characteristic. And yeah, physically, you got to have it. Personally for me, I had to have that draw. I had to have that physical, like I wanted him to look a certain way. But I actually did not write that down on my list. I wrote down more like, oh, he's got to be kind. He's got to be compassionate. He's got to love my children. He's got to love children in general. And I do have a list. I'm not going to share my complete list with you now. But at some point in this journey, I probably will share this list. But it was very tailored to me and what I wanted, right? You know, somebody could say I want him to be able to travel. He might, or she might love to travel with me. One of mine was, you know, I enjoy hosting parties and I hope that he would be asset to me and want to throw parties and enjoy entertaining because I love entertaining. So that would be part of it too. So you have to write down this list of what you want, okay? So write down the list. If you want to, you know, put it in a PDF format, print it out, fold it up, carry it with you. Okay, now if you're a woman or a man, usually have a wallet or something like that to keep, you have to carry a driver's license or other form of identification. Make it real small. Keep it on your person, okay? Refer to it, but keep it on your person because you know what? You've got that there. It's in your pocket. You're thinking about it and you subconsciously, if you read it, you don't have to read it every day. Read it every other day. Look at it. Think about it. Think about what that person how that person would benefit you, right? You could form a visual in your mind of what you think that person's going to look like in your mind. But basically, it's the characteristics, guys. It's the characteristics that you need to have that make you feel excited, that make you feel that you are going to this is going to be the person, okay? Okay, number 3, you have the mindset, you have the list. You have the list that you're carrying on your person, right? The third thing that is very important in all of this is gratitude. All right, let me just say, this is going to be hard for you to believe this, but I want you to every day and every night say to yourself, I am grateful for this person that is in my life. I am grateful for the love I ever am receiving from him or her. And you don't have to use a name because you're not going to use the name, but you are going to say him or her or my ideal mate, because the mind's eye, you have to see it first before it appears. All right. I know it's going to be hard for you to see the person, but honest to God, you're grateful for what you have in your life because you have the mindset already. But I want you to see this person in your life. So you're visualizing the person in your life already. They are not there, but what you're visualizing, it's the energy, and the energy is coming to you because you're visualizing it, right? So you have to be grateful for the person that isn't in your life yet. I know it sounds weird, guys. I know it sounds weird, but believe you me, it worked for me, okay? It worked. I did it. I found my match. I'm not saying it's going to be easy, okay? I'm very fortunate. I weeded through quickly and found my match online on Match.com within 2 weeks, okay? You have to niche down. You have to know what you want, right? So let's go over the 3 things, all right? First of all, you have to have the right mindset. You have to have your mindset in the right spot, okay? You have to be open for it, okay? Secondly, you have to write it down. Write down what you're looking for in a mate and carry it with you. Third, I want you to be grateful. Please be grateful for what you have in your life already, but be grateful for that person that's coming into your life because he or she will appear. So, 3 things that you need to do, and once you start doing them, honest to God, you will find what you're looking for. Stay tuned for further videos. I'm going to expand on all of this and give you some other tips and not tricks, just tips and things that I've used and what I've learned throughout my journey. And I won't share them all right now, but I did have a happy, the end of the story for me was happy, okay? So stay tuned, and I'm going to give you more.